After Sage died, nobody spoke to us about it. I have not had the experience where even family speaks to us about it. Part of that was that Sage lived for 3 months, and it was the entirety, minus 4 days, were spent in a hospital setting, in a NICU, in an emergency. And so we didn't have those experiences of bringing him outside. We never got to do the traditional kind of just normal baby things with him. And it created this very difficult place for my husband and I and our son, Gabriel, to exist in, because what happened to Sage was so extreme and so just so horrible and so traumatizing for everyone that heard our story, that it kind of repelled people. And I think that for a lot of the people we know, the introduction of a pregnancy is just kind of like that exhale, like that finally, like now there's something new that we can talk about, or we don't have to stay away because this is a good thing. We didn't share our news for a while in the beginning because there were circumstances that were at play. We didn't know if the baby was healthy. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be. But we found that the language that exists kind of around these conversations just is lacking fully. I think there has been an expectation for us that this baby is a moving on, or a kind of reset, or and it will be a change for all of us. So there's no moving on, because there's still this entire world of complication that we are dealing with daily. I never, ever, ever want or will tolerate Sage to be dismissed. And that was true before I got pregnant. And it will be true for the entirety of my life. As far as I'm concerned, being a parent to Sage means championing his cause, what he went through, how he's inspired so much change, both in the medical world and just kind of abroad. His life was so extraordinary and so rare that this baby, who I believe and know will be beautiful and unique and special in his own way, there's no replacing. It's simply a new child that's being brought into a family that is not going to change because of this. But I'm hoping that this baby will be a beautiful new addition. But I do think that these conversations need to happen, because I absolutely live every day with the memories of what happened to my son, and it will never be apart from me. And I could have 10 more children, and that would always be my truth, that Sage is my child and he's gone from me. And that is the hardest truth of my life, that my child is permanently gone from me. And this baby and this pregnancy, in some ways, have cemented that as well.